What's up, everybody? It's Cyber Guy here, and Hello Games has done it again with yet another update called Xeno Arena, and it's basically Pokemon in space. We're talking creature battles, team building, leveling strategies, how damage actually works, and a few other tips for when you're getting started. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, and let me know what you guys think. I'm going to try to keep this video under 8 minutes. If you guys can, it's a lot of information. Stay locked in, and let's keep going. So what exactly is Xeno Arena? It's basically just a turn-based minigame inside of No Man's Sky, similar to kind of like Team Fight Tactics or like the Hollow Tactics in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It's very similar. So the basics of the game is you build a team of 3 creatures. You can battle against NPCs or actual players. It's up to you. Okay, so first things first, you're gonna have to find a planet. It could be any planet. Now keep in mind the creature's abilities and their damage type will be tied to their home planet. So if you're going to a, tropical climate planet or a hot planet where there's like firestorms, the creature is going to be tied to the planet. So keep that in mind. Now, once you get on the planet, you're going to have to use your visor to essentially look for creatures. They'll show up as like red dots. Now, once you find an animal that you think might be good, you're just going to want to go over to it and just basically offer it pellets. And once you offer it pellets, you can interact with it, and then you can add it to your companion list. Now, you're going to want to make sure that your companions are have good skills and good genetics, because you're going to want at least an A or S tier, at least 1 or 2 of them in your team. I wouldn't go anything lower than a B class unless they have one of their genetic traits that's in the S class. So genetics are essentially just the base levels for your creature. So every level that you go up, you get 1 gene edit. So there's 30 levels for each creature, and there's 3 different base genetics. You have agility, health, and combat. So once you max out the genes, your character will be max level and max potential. So what exactly do the base genetics do? So starting off with agility, agility is really important because it allows you to start first. If you have the higher agility than your opponent, then you get the first move. Another thing agility lets you do is you get more chances to dodge the attack and take no damage and make your opponent waste their turn. So agility is super, super important. Combat would be next, I think the next most important, because it's going to dictate how much your heals do, how much your debuffs do, and it's also going to dictate the amount of damage that you can do as well. Health is important to a certain degree, but it's not as important, although it is key to keep it close to your combat level. So whatever your combat level is, you're going to want to keep your health in and around the same area. So something I mentioned earlier were those retroviral pellets, and it's basically food for your creature. Once you pull your creature out of your companion list, you can actually interact with them, you can pet them, you can feed them regular food, or you could feed them these retroviral pellets. And the retroviral pellets essentially they let your creature skip 1 level 100%. Let's say you're level 29 and you want to get to level 30 and you just hit level 29. You take one of the retroviral pellets and it'll actually make you level 30. Or if you're already level 30, what it does is it allows you to edit your skills, or in this game they're essentially your abilities, right? So I would save all of my retroviral pellets for the end. Once you've already leveled your creatures up to max, you're kind of wasting the pellet just to go up a level. In my opinion, I think you should save them for the end. All right, so moving on to damage. So how does damage work exactly? So damage is a little complicated in this game. It's not super, super complicated. There's just a lot of different types and different strategies. So that probably needs its own video. But the basics is certain damage types are better against other. So for example, here my character is a toxic character, and the enemy is a desert character. So these damage types don't work well together in terms of an advantage for me. So I changed his damage type to tropical instead of desert, and now tropical's weakness is toxic. So I'll be able to do a lot more damage. You can even see here that the game will indicate now that my attacks are highly effective against the enemy. So, and they'll actually be highlighted in this gold color with a star to indicate that they're high damage or highly effective moves now. So, and that happened after I changed his damage type to tropical. So now that you have your team, what you're going to want to do is go over to one of the Xeno arena battle areas, and you're going to want to start fighting and leveling up your characters. I suggest doing try to focus on one creature at a time, get them to level 30, and then once you get that one to level 30, it'll be much easier to get the other ones to level up, and I'll show you here in a bit. So the first kind of beacon that you're going to get is called the Challenger's Invitation. And basically, it's just a star chart, but instead of locating a building or a ruin or something like that, it's just locating another challenger that you can fight. So once you go fight the challenger, you're going to get about 3 to 5 challenger beacons, and once you complete all 5 of them, you're going to get the next beacon, which is the Champion's Invitation. At which point you're going to end up having to fight a team of creatures that are really difficult, generally S tier to A tier creatures, so it will be a very challenging fight, but you get the most XP out of the champions invitations, and you also, I don't know if it's every single champion fight, but so far for me, every single champion fight that I've done, I've gotten one of those retroviral pellets. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you guys is how to level up the character as quickly as possible. Now, this is only really possible once you have at least one character mixed out. 2 is ideal. I'm going to show you guys here. So see, I have two characters that are maxed out level 30s, and then one who's level 1. He's here at the front of the party, which means he goes first, and that's what you want. You want your level 1 to go first because he's going to die pretty quick, but that's okay. So now you're going to bring in your level 30 and let him finish off, and you can see the game is going to find the average of all your team combined. So it adds the 2 level 30s plus your level 1. The average is 23, so your enemies are going to be within that level 23 range. So this is the trick, right? Your first character dies, but then your other 2 characters got like 7 or 8 levels on the other opponents. So see, this guy's level 25, but I'm still level 30, so I'm going to take less damage and do more damage. Once you finish them off, as long as you win and that first character participates, like he's going to go up 20 levels right here in a single match. And yeah, that's pretty much the final tip. In conclusion, you're going to want to find your team, level them up to max, and then find a good play strategy that you actually enjoy. Once you get the first 2 creatures to level 30, then it's smooth sailing from there, and you can pretty much level up any other character that you want after that super easy. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think, and also if you have any strategies I didn't cover or if I missed anything. I'll see you guys in the next one later.